Recently, a very advanced robot was able to explore the King's Chamber and the Queen's Chamber, capture detailed images of the pyramid's intricate hieroglyphics and inscriptions, and reveal previously unknown information about pyramids. This breakthrough in the field of archaeology has revolutionized our understanding of the construction of the Great Pyramid and the advanced engineering skills of the ancient Egyptians. As scientists found out, ancient Egyptians were far more advanced than we are today. The technologies, procedures, and power they used to build pyramids are so advanced that it is far beyond our capabilities in the 21st century. The project also identified a void located in pyramids, which has sparked interest and speculation among researchers and the public. This is a fascinating discovery, so let's explain it. So, the Great Pyramid, situated in the outskirts of Cairo, Egypt, is the largest and most ancient of the three pyramids. Its construction dates back to approximately 4,500 years ago. This pyramid was a sign of the king's power. People find pyramids fascinating because they were built at a time when the world was very different from today. Back then, humans were still living in the Stone Age and hadn't invented writing yet. People were mostly hunters and gatherers, and agriculture was just starting in some parts of the world. In other parts of the world, civilizations like the Sumerians in Mesopotamia, the Indus Valley Civilization in India and Pakistan, and the megalithic culture in Europe were emerging. In Egypt, the pharaoh Khufu oversaw the construction of the huge pyramid, which was over 13 acres wide and 479 feet tall. Even though we have really advanced technology today, we still can't build pyramids that are as big and complicated as the ones in Egypt. This makes it hard to believe that ancient people with not so advanced technology could have built them so perfectly. One example of the amazing precision of the pyramids is the Great Pyramid of Giza. It is almost perfectly aligned with true north, more accurately than the Royal Observatory in London. The pyramid also has some really cool mathematical features, but the most important thing to think about is how fast they were built. Experts say that one stone could have been put in place every 2 minutes to build the pyramid, even with all the hard work of cutting the rocks, moving them across the desert, and putting them in the right spot. It's really unlikely that ancient people could have done this so well and so quickly without some kind of super advanced technology or help. So, one popular theory about how the pyramids were built is that the builders used levers and counterweights. This is a method that's been used for thousands of years to lift heavy things. The idea is to use a lever to apply force to an object and then balance that force with a counterweight. This makes it possible to lift much heavier things than with just human strength alone. The ancient Egyptians probably used this method to lift the huge stones that they used to build the pyramids. The builders of the pyramids also did a really good job of cutting and fitting the stones together. They used interlocking blocks to make a strong and stable structure. To get everything to fit perfectly, they had to lift and move the blocks very carefully. Using levers and counterweights would have helped them to do this with a lot of precision, so they could make the pyramid really strong and stable. But this is a theory that's been debated for a long time, and numerous archaeological expeditions have investigated the Great Pyramid of Giza and have succeeded in reaching the Queen's Chamber. During these explorations, a small shaft behind a fake wall was discovered, which ascended the pyramid at a 40-degree angle. However, the shaft was damaged during these investigations, and its ultimate destination remained unexplored. Dr. Zi Shengning, a Hong Kong dentist and inventor, issued a challenge to Rob Richardson, a professor of robotics at Leeds, and a small team of colleagues in 2010. The challenge was to design and construct a robot that could reach the end of the shaft in the Great Pyramid and discover what was concealed inside. In an attempt to resolve one of the most significant enigmas in Egyptian archaeology, the team devoted nearly 5 years to creating a robot that was capable of traversing one of the pyramid's narrow shafts. According to Professor Richardson, who is a member of the robotics at Leeds Research Group, the robot's design was a difficult task. The team had to create a robot that was incredibly lightweight, which they ultimately achieved with a weight of 5 kilograms. The robot's lightness meant it required very little power, and the team saw this as an opportunity rather than a challenge. The team developed a system that could move the robot through the narrow passageway delicately. The robot successfully traversed a 60-meter-long narrow shaft that measured just 20 centimeters by 20 centimeters, which is smaller than the dimensions of a sheet of A4 paper. The primary objective was to document and film what was inside the shaft without causing any harm or damage. The robot's precision design facilitated its safe navigation of the shaft, allowing it to capture exclusive footage of the interior. The film footage recorded by the robot showed detailed, colored markings on the floor of a concealed, small chamber. Additionally, the robot's camera captured an obstacle, which was the second blocking stone, that prevented further exploration beyond the shaft. Consequently, the contents of what lies beyond the second stone have become an intriguing mystery. According to Professor Richardson, the purpose of the shaft remains unknown, and it has been a subject of speculation. It could potentially serve as an air vent or provide access to a burial tomb. Approximately 50 meters into the shaft, there is a blocking stone that prevents further access to what is believed to be the end. The team is unaware of what lies beyond this obstacle. Nevertheless, they were able to insert a camera past the blocking stone, which showed a small chamber with elaborate symbols painted on the floor. The artwork present in the small chamber suggests that the shaft may have served a more significant purpose than just being an air vent. However, the precise intention behind the shaft remains unknown. Professor Richardson enlisted independent filmmaker William Westaway to create a film utilizing the recorded video footage from the project. Westaway described the story as fascinating since it sheds light on various aspects of ancient civilization, while also showcasing how cutting-edge robotic design and engineering have contributed to uncovering the past. The story is now featured in a recently released documentary film available on Ancient Architects. Matthew Simpson, the proprietor of the Ancient Architects channel, expressed his enthusiasm for exclusive releasing the documentary. However, he is most excited about the 9 hours of unedited footage, which is of particular interest to him as an independent scholar studying ancient history. Furthermore, some people believe that the ancient Egyptians used sound to help build the pyramids. This theory says that sound vibrations were used to move and lift the really big and heavy stone blocks that were used in the pyramids. Using sound vibrations to move more heavy things is something that scientists have studied and tested today. The theory suggests that the ancient Egyptians might have used a similar technique to move and position the big stone blocks in the pyramids. One reason why some people think this theory is true is because the stone blocks used in the pyramids were so big and heavy. Some of them weigh up to 80 tons and had to be moved from faraway quarries to the building sites. Using sound vibrations might have made it easier for the workers to move the blocks around. There are also some strange things that people have noticed about the pyramids that might support this theory. For example, the inside of the pyramids don't have any echoes or echoes that last for a long time. This has led some people to think that sound was used to create this effect. There are also stories of weird sounds and vibrations around the pyramids that can't be explained. So, the Great Pyramid of Giza is one of the most mysterious and enigmatic structures in human history. It stands as a testament to the ingenuity and architectural skill of the ancient Egyptians. Despite centuries of exploration and study, the inner workings of this Great Pyramid have remained largely hidden from view. However, recent advancements in robotics technology have allowed us to peer inside the pyramid and uncover some of its secrets. In 2018, a team of researchers from the Scan Pyramids project used a robot equipped with high-tech sensors to explore the interior of the Great Pyramid. The robot, which was designed to fit through a small hole in the pyramid's side, was able to capture detailed images of the pyramid's internal structure. One of the most significant discoveries made by the robot was the presence of a previously unknown cavity above the pyramid's Grand Gallery. This cavity, which is roughly the size of a passenger jet, had been hidden from view for thousands of years. Its purpose and function is still a mystery, but it is thought that it may have been used as a kind of counterweight system to help move the massive stones used to build the pyramid. The discovery of the cavity above the Grand Gallery is a significant breakthrough in the field of archaeology. It represents a major step forward in our understanding of the construction of the Great Pyramid and the advanced engineering skills of the ancient Egyptians. It also underscores the critical role that robotics technology is playing in the field of archaeology, enabling us to explore areas that were previously inaccessible. The utilization of robotics technology for the investigation of the Great Pyramid is a remarkable feat that has enabled us to reveal concealed mysteries that have persisted for thousands of years. The discovery of the cavity located above the Grand Gallery exemplifies how this technology is revolutionizing our understanding of the ancient world. The robot was also able to explore several other areas of the pyramid, including the King's Chamber and the Queen's Chamber. These chambers are some of the most well-known features of the pyramid, but the robot was able to reveal new details about their construction and design. For example, the robot was able to capture images of the complex system of channels and shafts that run through the pyramid's interior, which may have been used for ventilation or as part of a water drainage system. The King's Chamber is one of the most significant features of the Great Pyramid. Located at the pyramid's center, it is a large room that houses the sarcophagus of the pharaoh Khufu. The robot's camera captured detailed images of the room's walls and ceilings, revealing intricate inscriptions and markings that have remained unseen for centuries. The inscriptions provided valuable insights into ancient Egyptian culture and society, revealing religious beliefs, practices, and rituals. The Queen's Chamber is a smaller room located above the King's Chamber. The robot's cameras capture detailed images of the room's walls and floor, revealing intricate patterns and designs that have remained unseen for thousands of years. The room's purpose and function remain unknown, but the inscriptions and markings on the wall and floor suggest that it may have been used for ritual purposes or as a place of worship. The exploration of the King's Chamber and the Queen's Chamber by the robots has significantly transformed our comprehension of the Great Pyramid structure and purpose. The intricate images and inscriptions captured by the robot offer crucial knowledge into the ancient Egyptian culture, society, and religious practices, enabling us to obtain an in-depth insight into their remarkable accomplishments in engineering, architecture, and spirituality. Perhaps most impressively, the robot was able to capture detailed images of the pyramid's intricate hieroglyphs and inscriptions. These inscriptions provide valuable insights into the beliefs and culture of the ancient Egyptians, as well as clues about the purpose and function of the pyramid itself. For example, some of the inscriptions suggest that the pyramid may have been intended as a kind of spiritual gateway or portal to the afterlife. The robot's cameras captured images of a complex network of hieroglyphs and inscriptions on the walls and ceilings of the pyramid's chambers. These inscriptions provided valuable insights into the beliefs, culture, and daily life of the ancient Egyptians. For instance, some of the inscriptions provided information about the pyramid's construction, including the names of the pharaohs and the builders who participated in its construction. Other inscriptions contained religious texts and prayers, offering a glimpse into the spiritual beliefs of the ancient Egyptians. The inscriptions also offered clues about the pyramid's significance in ancient Egyptian society, revealing that it was considered a sacred site where people came to pray and offer offerings to the gods. The robot's ability to capture detailed images of the pyramid's hieroglyphs and inscriptions has transformed our understanding of ancient Egyptian culture and society. The inscriptions provide valuable information about the lives and beliefs of the ancient Egyptians, allowing us to gain insight into their remarkable achievements in architecture, engineering, and religion. The use of robotics technology in archaeology has opened up new possibilities for uncovering the secrets of our past, allowing us to explore and document previously inaccessible areas. The use of robotics technology to explore the Great Pyramid is a groundbreaking development in the field of archaeology. For centuries, researchers have been unable to fully explore the pyramid's internal structure, but with the help of robots, we're now able to see inside and uncover its secrets. This technology has the potential to revolutionize our understanding of other ancient structures and artifacts, allowing us to explore areas that were previously off-limits. Furthermore, in 2015, a new project called Scan Pyramids was launched with the goal of studying the pyramids of Egypt using non-invasive techniques. The project utilized advanced technology such as thermal imaging, muon radiography, and a small robot equipped with a high-resolution camera to explore the pyramids and make new discoveries. One of the significant discoveries made by the Scan Pyramids project was the identification of a void located above the Grand Gallery in the Great Pyramid of Giza. The void is estimated to be about 30 meters long and similar in size to the Grand Gallery itself. The discovery of this void has created a significant buzz among researchers and the public, and its purpose and function are still unknown. The void was identified using a technique called muon radiography, which involves the use of cosmic particles to create images of the interior of the pyramid. The muon radiography technique is entirely non-invasive, meaning that it does not require any drilling or destruction of the pyramid structure. The identification of the void has caused excitement and interest among both researchers and the general public, as the purpose and function of the void remain unclear. Some researchers believe that the void could be a hidden chamber or passage, while others suggest that it could have been used as a kind of counterweight system to help move the massive stones used to build the pyramid. The discovery of the void is significant because it provides new insights into the construction and design of the Great Pyramid. The identification of this void would have been impossible using traditional methods, and the non-invasive nature of the technique means that the pyramid structure was not damaged in any way during the investigation. The project also used the robot to explore the Queen's Chamber in the Great Pyramid. The robot's high-resolution camera was able to capture detailed images of the interior of the chamber, revealing new information about its construction and design. The images showed markings and inscriptions that could provide valuable insights into ancient Egyptian culture and religion. Another discovery made by the Scan Pyramids project was the detection of temperature anomalies in the pyramids of Khufu and Khafre. These anomalies suggested the presence of hidden chambers and passages in the pyramids, which could lead to significant new discoveries about the ancient structures. The Scan Pyramids project used infrared thermology to detect temperature variations in the pyramid structures, which are invisible to the naked eye. The thermology technique allowed researchers to create detailed thermal maps of the pyramids, which revealed temperature anomalies in certain areas. The detection of temperature anomalies in the pyramids of Khufu and Khafre is significant because it provides new insights into their construction and design. The presence of hidden chambers or passages would suggest that the pyramids were even more complex and sophisticated than previously believed. The non-destructive characteristic of the thermology technique ensured that the pyramids remained undamaged during the investigation. The Scan Pyramids project has highlighted the effectiveness of technology and innovation in archaeology. The utilization of non-invasive methods, such as infrared thermology, has opened up new avenues to investigate and comprehend ancient structures without causing harm to them. The discovery of temperature anomalies in the pyramids of Khufu and Khafre is an instance of how this technology is transforming our perception of the ancient world. The Scan Pyramids project represented a significant step forward in the study of the pyramids of Egypt. The use of non-invasive techniques, including robotics technology, allowed researchers to explore the pyramids in new ways and make exciting discoveries. These discoveries have the potential to deepen our understanding of ancient Egyptian society, culture, and religion, as well as the remarkable achievements in engineering and architecture that produce these incredible structures. Moreover, in 1992, a robot named Upart was used to explore the narrow shafts inside the Great Pyramid of Giza, leading to significant discoveries. The robot was designed by Rudolf Gartenbrink, a German engineer, with the aim of exploring the pyramid's hidden chambers and passages without damaging its structure. The robot was equipped with a high-resolution camera, a battery-powered light source, and a retractable arm with a tool that could measure the dimensions of the shafts. The robot was able to explore two narrow shafts located above the Queen's chamber. The robot discovered that one of the shafts had a door made of limestone with two copper handles. The door was later found to be a false door, which did not lead to any chamber or passage. The door was found to be located on the southern shaft, which was thought to be aligned with the stars of Orion's belt, a significant constellation in ancient Egyptian mythology. The door was made of a fine Tura limestone and measured approximately 21.7 inches by 22.8 inches. The two copper handles were believed to have been added during the New Kingdom period, approximately 1,500 years after the construction of the pyramid. The handles were inscribed with hieroglyphics that read, "The domain of the Horus of Nikin, the widget eye is against them, and the Horus of Hyconopolis is against them, in the midst of this land." The discovery of the door provided valuable insights into the pyramid's construction and purpose. It suggested that the shaft may have been used for ceremonial purposes, and the door may have been used to prevent unauthorized access to the pyramid's interior. The door's location and orientation also suggest that it might have been aligned with the stars of Orion's belt, indicating a connection between the pyramid's construction and ancient Egyptian mythology. Also, some people think that the zigzagging ramp theory is how the ancient Egyptians built the pyramids. This theory suggests that the workers used a series of ramps that went back and forth up the pyramid to move the heavy stones. The ramps were at an incline of about 20 degrees and were wide enough for several workers to push the blocks up. As they got to the end of one ramp, they would turn and continue up the next ramp in a zigzag pattern. One advantage of this theory is that it would have been faster than using just one ramp. The zigzag pattern would have also spread out the weight of the stones, making the ramps less likely to collapse. There's also some evidence from archaeologists that supports this theory. They found ramp structures on the pyramids and grooves in the stones that suggest they were moved using some form of ramp system. But some people don't think this theory is correct because there's no direct evidence of these ramps at the Great Pyramid site. It's also possible that building these ramps would have taken a lot of time and resources. Even though there's still some debate about how the pyramids were built, the zigzagging ramp theory is a pretty good explanation based on the evidence we have. No matter how they did it, building the pyramids was an amazing feat that shows how smart and talented the ancient Egyptians were. People are still amazed by the pyramids today. That's it for today. Subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell.